Mississippi Road. Mississippi Road.
We were making soap off and on. We weren't intended to go into business when we first started making, but that's the way it ended up. When you get to putting it together, you see what the science class was about, and then that becomes interesting. That's also interesting to other people whenever they think, oh, you're making soap. When we tell them about making soap, then I never knew you could do that with coconut oil or palm oil, or even lard that or Crisco. You can do it with that.
Any colorants, then I'll pour it up. When I get it,
About 12 years ago, we started going around looking at different books. We always are trying to find a new project. And we happened to find a book like a Foxfire book that told how to make soap from tallow-based, which is an animal product base. And that's what we first did. We rendered our own tallow on the back porch and then decided that we didn't like that way. So more and more we got into it. We liked doing it. We liked it for ourselves. We liked how it felt for us, but we just couldn't cut the tallow business. So we started trying to find alternatives to that and came up with various alternatives like coconut, palm, that sort of thing. And then it just kind of grew on us. There are a lot of little small-time soap makers around the country. A lot of them are going to natural products, which the big commercial soap makers did not have, the Procter & Gamble's. Their soap may be good for different things, but people who really want to stay natural, or as natural as they can get, as organic as they can get, they're finding that their skin, they're reacting to the synthetics in the commercial soaps, the detergent of the commercial soaps. The synthetics is really the biggest thing though, because allergies, people's allergies are just going crazy. But it's mainly because of the synthetics that are in commercial soaps. And the people who try a handmade, and especially an all-natural handmade soap, they just almost will never go back to a commercial soap.
We've got, what, 35 probably kinds of soap that we make right now. And out of those, probably 30 have got the same base formula, and we use different essential oils and oxides and things, and oxides are just rusts. And we only use essential oils. We don't use any artificial fragrancing and no artificial preservatives. So we use, in some of the things that are going to need a little more preservative, we use vitamin E, or we use an essential oil that will act as a preservative. We've got some things that we use, like our Good Morning soap has got tea tree and peppermint, and tea tree works to keep it all fresh. And we actually have a bar of tea tree from the very first batch that we made probably 9 years ago that is still perfectly good, and it's been sitting exposed to air this whole time.
It's a family business, so we all chip in and do it. Since it started mostly with Manda and Mama to start with, then I'm the third girl, so I joined in, and it's grown immensely. I mean, from the fact that we started off with just Dirty Hippie, just the one soap, and now we've got, 30-something soap.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
My sister loved patchouli. She loved it, and one of her boyfriends told her that he wanted her to stop wearing patchouli because she smelled like a dirty hippie.
Amanda, when she went to grad school, she went to Alabama. Northport, Alabama had a little store down to earth. She got to be friends with the owners. So every time she'd go as a little hostess gift, she'd take them soap. He wanted to start carrying it in the store.
We made up a logo. She sketched it out one Saturday night, and it became Dirty Hippie.
We started out with Greg at Down to Earth. During the Christmas season of 1999, he sold over $1,000 worth of what we consider to be pitiful looking soap, but people loved it. They bought it for the name, for the packaging, and for the smell.
We try and do a little bit of everything. Most of our soaps, we feel, is a pretty gender-neutral sort of smell that anybody can wear it no matter what. There are several of them that are definitely more floral, which lends itself to be more feminine than others. And then we've got a couple that have, strong masculine smells to them. got a nice baby line, which is it's an organic line. It's Born to be Wild that has lavender in it. So that's the very soothing, sweet smell, and it's very gentle on skin. We have a lot of stuff that's coconut oil in it, so it's very soft and easy and very moisturizing on skin. There should be something for everybody, including the little dog. We've got Buffy's Bath Bar, and that's for our little pet friends. We've got it in a solid bar and then in a pump, a liquid thing, and my dogs love it. Homemade has a tendency to have a, country bumpkin sort of, sometimes a feel to it. We touch every single bar of soap. It is a very hands-on process. A lot of our time and energy is spent in every single step and process, but I don't want it to look like we have handled the bar every single step of the way. I want it to have a nice, crisp, clean look when it comes out. A lot of the stuff, the first time they touch it is because, they are surfing on the internet, is where a lot of it comes up. I don't know what their search terms are, but they're searching around and they just see dirty hippie soaps and they think, oh, that's funny, I'm just gonna buy a bar, because it's funny. And then, if something makes them open it and actually start using it. We get emails constantly from people. There was somebody who emailed the other day who wanted to barter with us. They wanted some soap, and what they had was, some, I don't know, hand tools of something. I'll trade you this Mac light for some bar of soaps.
Men that buy my soap just thrill my soul, because women are the primary purchase power in the United States. So when a man orders, especially a man orders my soap, that's doubly gratifying to me. I have a customer in Oxford. He travels around the world and he always takes his dirty hippie soap with him, and he tells me that he takes it with him and he shares it whenever he goes to these other places. I'm very grateful for that. Now we're making thousands and thousands of bars a year, and we're selling to people like Vermont Country Store and the Smithsonian Museum. We've got a couple of big ecology stores in California that we sell to. So it has grown. It's not big enough for us to retire yet, but it's hopefully getting there.
For a copy of this program, call 601-432-6294 or send a check or money order for $14.95 to Mississippi Public Broadcasting, 3825 Ridgewood Road, Jackson, Mississippi, 39211. Please indicate the name and date of the program.